All right, so our Unit 6 Summative Assessment Practice answer key here. Number 12 says, find the distance between the 2 points -9, 10 and -9, -4. So just a little trick here. You're always going to be finding the distance between the two numbers that are different. So we're looking for the distance between 10 and -4. So if we look over here, in order to get to this point, we had to go up 10. So this is a distance of 10. And then to get down to this point, we had to go down 4. So this is a distance of 4. So the difference, or the distance between these two is 14. So we want 14. Now why don't we want -14? Because remember, distance can never be negative. Distance is always positive. Alrighty. Number 13 says find the distance between the points -6, -7, and 10, -7. So we know we're going to be looking at the difference between these two. And remember, distance is always positive, so we know we're going to take the absolute value of -6, which is 6, plus the absolute value of 10, which is 10. So 6 plus 10 is 16. And we can check that out here. We can see that we've got 6 units here to get from the origin, or the y-axis, to the spot there we're graphing. And then we've got 10 units here to get from the y-axis to the spot that we're graphing. So 6 plus 10 gives us 16. Alrighty then, question 14 asks us, in which quadrant or on which axis of the coordinate plane would the ordered pair 7, -2 be located? So we can kind of look here. If we go start at the origin and go over 7 and then down 2, remember this goes in a C, and this is 1, and this is 2, this quadrant is 2, this one is 3, and this one is 4. So if we're looking for 7, -2, over 7, down 2, would put us in quadrant 4. So we would choose quadrant 4 here. Number 15 is the same question. In which quadrant or axis of the coordinate plane would the ordered pair 3, 0 fall? So we're going to look, when we want to graph 3, 0, we start at the origin. And we always go right to left first, so we would be over 3. And then 0, we don't go up or down at all. So that's going to fall right on the x-axis. So we would choose x-axis. 16 is the same question. In which quadrant or on which axis of the coordinate plane would the ordered pair -35, -14 be located? Now our coordinate grid doesn't go that far, but we can still use this to help us. So if we were going -35, we know we'd start at the origin and head that way. We'd head to the left because that's the negative numbers. And then -14 would have to go down. So we would have to be in this quadrant. And so we know that that's 1, 2, 3. We go in our C pattern if you're a Cleveland or Chicago fan, 1, 2, 3. All right? And so we are going to choose 3. All right, last question of this type. In which quadrant or on which axis of the coordinate plane would the ordered pair 0, 75 be located? So if we start at our origin, the ordered pair tells us don't go right or left at all, stay at 0, and then go up 75. So although we can't see 75 on here, we know it would be way up here someplace on the y-axis. And so we'll choose that this would be on the y-axis. If you have a 0 in your ordered pair, it's going to be on one of the axes. If it is the first number in your ordered pair is a 0, you're going to wind up on the y-axis because you don't move right to left at all. If the second number is a 0, you're going to wind up on your x-axis because you move right to left, but then you don't move up or down at all.